Now, welcome back, my dear class 12 student. This is a class of accountancy, and we are going through the chapter issue of debentures. Now, I am audible to everybody. There is Sion is there, Saurodeep is there. Good afternoon. Okay, then today our topic is interest on debenture. Now you know, whenever we talk about debenture, there you can see there is a 9% debenture, 10% debenture. You see like that. Now, what is this 9% and 10% actual meaning? Okay. What is the 9% and 10% actual meaning? This 9% or 10% is a interest rate, or we can say coupon rate. Sometimes we say that is a coupon rate. Okay, so that is the interest rate or coupon rate you have to pay to the whom? The debenture holder. Okay, you have to pay this interest to the debenture holder. Now, how we will calculate this interest? Now, suppose there is a 2000 debenture, 2000 debenture or 2000 company issued company issued 2000 10% debenture at the rate of rupees 100. So, 100 is a nominal value. Now, how we can calculate this debenture? So, debenture is always calculated upon the nominal value, not any premium value or discounted value, always calculated upon the nominal value. If it is said that the company issued the debenture at the rate 10% debenture at the rate of rupees 100, but discount at a 5%, then we will not take about discount. We do not bother about discount. We always take the nominal value. Either it will be issued at a premium or at a discount. Okay. We always take this nominal value when we calculate the interest for the debenture holder. Now, here you can see there is a total 2000 debenture is there. The debenture interest percent is 10%. Now, how we can calculate? So, total debenture interest, here I am doing debenture interest. How we can calculate? That is 2000 multiplied by 100, that is 2 lakh. Now, interest rate is 10%, that is 10 by 100. Okay. Now, so that will actually come 20,000. So, 20,000 is for whole year. Now, actually when we paid the interest, we can pay it as quarterly, we can pay interest through half yearly. Generally, we can pay interest yearly basis. Okay. In 1 year, we can give just one time, whole year we can give one interest to debenture holder. We can give half yearly interest. After 6 months, we give interest, and then after 6 months, we can give interest. We can give quarterly interest. Okay. In time of quarterly interest, after 3 months, you have to pay the interest to the debenture holder. And one thing is also important, that debenture interest you have to pay either your company is making profit or not. So, this is a charge against profit. Okay. Charge against profit means you have to give interest to the debenture holder, you have a profit, you are making, the company is making profit or not. Okay, so that is compulsory, you have to give the interest, but how you can give that will you can choose, that is you can give to quarterly, you can give by half yearly, you can by for whole year. So, if in that case if you give interest to the quarterly, then that is the interest of the whole year. So, you have to divide it as a 3/12. Then if you want to give the 6-month interest, so that will be the 2 lakh multiplied by 10/100, that is 6/12 for half yearly interest, for half yearly, for quarterly, and for annual interest, you know, this is a 2 lakh multiplied by 10/100, that is total interest will be your yearly interest, whatever the interest come. Okay. So, that is the way you have to calculate interest, that is very simple. Now, how can, next question is how can you treat this interest, how can you journalize this interest, how will do that, that is the main question. Okay. Now, we will see how you can journalize. And before that, here one thing is also I like to say, that is sometimes what happen, the company actually follow the financial year, that is 1st April to 31st March, that is we call the financial year. But when they actually give the interest, they actually provide actually follow the calendar year, that is the 1st January to 31st December. In that case, so if they follow the calendar year, so there is a, and they actually want to give half yearly interest to the debenture holder, actually generally most of the company in practical field give half yearly interest, that is 2 times interest in whole year, 6 months after 6 months, that is 2 times. So, in calendar year, what is the half yearly first interest will be given, which month, that is January, February, March, April, May, June. So, after June, so first interest they will pay and second interest they will pay in December. Okay. So, there is a 2 months they will pay the interest, one is January, one is December. But the question, but difficulty arise, actually they are following the financial year 1st April to 31st March, but they are paying the interest in June and December, that is they actually follow the calendar year when they are actually paying the interest. So, in that case what happened, that is from January to this March, for January to March there is a no interest actually given by the company, because company actually make their balance sheet in the date of 31st March. So, at that time their 3 months interest actually accrued. Okay. 3 months interest will be accrued, that is from January to March, because June will not a problem, because in June they will get the interest, but January to March they are not getting any interest. Okay. So, in that case they actually transfer this interest, whatever interest accrued for these 3 months, they will transfer to the balance sheet as a current liability, that is interest accrued and due. Okay. Interest accrued and due, they will treat it as a balance sheet, and when the month of June will be come, then they will pay the interest and liability would be finished. And before that they will be treated as a liability for these 3 months interest. So, that is a rare case happened, but generally they actually if they follow the financial year and they also actually give interest to the debenture holder in a as per financial year 6 months, that is after September and after March, then there is a no problem. Okay. So, this is the case and that is the way you have to calculate the interest. Another thing you have to know in that case, that is TDS. What is TDS? TDS. Do you know what is TDS? TDS is a tax deductible at source. Means your tax will be deducted from the source of the income. Here, whenever company, suppose there is a company ABC Limited, whenever they give the interest to the debenture, the person debenture holder, so it is the interest is the income of the debenture holder, right? So interest is the income of the debenture holder. Upon this interest, government will actually charge a tax. Okay, this tax is called TDS, tax deducted at source. But they actually government actually this TDS is a income tax. Okay, government actually take this income tax from the debenture holder, but instead of taking different debenture holder, it is very difficult for the government to know who actually paying debenture interest, who actually not. It is very easy for the government to know how much debenture holder interest actually paying by this ABC Limited. Suppose there is a 100 debenture holder, interest every year actually paying by this ABC Limited. So it will be better. Now actually government is saying that company that you will pay the interest behalf of the pay the not interest, pay the taxes on behalf of the debentures holder. And whenever the debenture holder actually file their income tax return, we actually this tax will be returned back to you. So you just first deduct the interest, and after deducting the interest, you pay the amount to the debenture holder. After deducting the tax, not interest, after deducting the tax, whatever the tax amount for this particular debenture holder, you just take the responsibility that you should pay the government, the company should pay the government, because it is very difficult for the government to go to identify each and every debenture holder, because there is a crore and crore debenture holders in total country, but it is easable for the government to know how much debenture holder actually getting interest from the company data. So government say to the company that you just pay the taxes to the government, and whenever the debenture holder return their income tax, and if they show their income tax, the debenture interest, then at that time we will return back this tax to the company. Okay. So company, if there is a 1000 interest company gives to one debenture holder, company will 10%, that is 100 rupees will be deduct from him, and actually debenture holder will get 900. So there 100 rupees the company will pay to the government, and this tax, as it is deducted from the source of income from where actually we are deducting from the source of the income. What is the source of the income? That is interest. That is the source of whom? Source of debenture holders. So from you are getting the income, before that government is taking the tax from you. So this tax government say to the company, you are responsible for to deposit the taxes to the government so that they actually deduct the tax amount first, and after that they pay the interest amount each and every time when they are paying the interest to the debenture holder. That is the main funda, and that is actually called tax deductible at source, and that will also you can have to journalize. So, we now take a numerical question, numerical practical question, and through that we learn all these things, how we can record debenture interest, TDS, all these things. Okay. That will be easiest for you. Now, suppose take a practical example. Now, JK Limited issued 8,009% debentures at of rupees 1,000. So, 1,000 is a nominal value each. Now, they actually issue at a discount. That you know how to record when they issue at a discount. At a discount of 6%. Okay. Redeemable at a premium. They are issuing actually in discount of 6%, but redeemable at a premium. Redeemable at a premium means they are making another loss. Redeemable at a premium of 5% after 3 years. After 3 years, they will actually redeem, but you have to accrue the journal when at the time of issuing the debenture after 3 years. The company closes its book. The company closes its book on 31st March. So, they actually follow the financial year, that is 1st April to 31st March. Now, how they pay interest? Interest on 9% debenture, each payable on 30th September and 31st March every year. So, they will payable interest as a half yearly basis, that is one is 30th September and one is 31st March. Now, pass necessary journal entries. Sorry, one thing they also said about, that is I am just discussed, that is what is the rate of TDS. The rate of tax deducted at source is the rate of tax deducted at source is 10%. Okay. Now, they will pass necessary journal entries for the issue of debenture and debenture interest for the year ended 31st 2016. They are saying that is JK Limited issued 8,009% debentures. So, 9% is interest rate, nominal value is 1,000 each, but at a discount of 6% means there is a 60 rupees discount. 1,000 6% means there is a 60 rupees discount. So, what value they issue the debenture? That is 940. Okay, 940, but redeemable at a premium of 5%. Again, they actually redeem at a premium of 5%, means there is a 50 rupees. Again, they making losses. Suppose the one goods value is rupees 100. Now you are selling these goods at a price of 94. So you are making loss of 6 rupees here. There is a loss of rupees 6 in here. Now you are, whenever you are, you just 100 is the cost of the goods, but you are selling as a 94 rupees, that is there is a 6 rupees loss. So that is at a discount you are finding there is a 6 rupees loss. Now again this person actually they said that whenever we will again sell you, we sell you at a 105 rupees. But sorry, there is a 105 rupees, means 5 rupees extra will again paid to you after few months. So you just take it now 94 rupees, but again we paid to 105 rupees extra, that is 5 rupees we pay again later to you. Okay, so this 5 rupees is also a loss. Means whenever you are issuing that at discount there is a loss is happening. I am trying to say whenever you are issuing at a discount, that is actually your loss, because your price is 100, you are actually selling it at the price of 94. But again whenever you are actually at the time of redemption, when you have to redeem the total value of the debenture, at that time you are also giving them a premium of 5%. So there is a 1050 rupees you are giving them instead of 1000. Okay, so that is, this 50 rupees is also a loss. So there is a double loss happening whenever you issue at a discount and redeem at a premium. Okay, that's I want to try to make you understand, because it will be needed when we will make the journal. Now you just see how we will do the journal. I am not making any formal format of journal format actually, but in your examination always do a right format of journal and then do the journalize the thing. So first, whenever you issue the debenture, what entry we have to pass? That is bank account debit. We know that is bank account debit to debentures application and allotment account. Debentures application and allotment account. And what will be the value? That is 8000 multiplied by 940, because there is a 60 rupees discount. So we receive in the bank as a 940 rupees for per one debenture. So total price will be 75 lakh 20,000, and again there is a 75 lakh 20,000. Okay, amount received on application, that will be the narration. Now come to the second. Now we will transfer this debenture application allotment money to debenture account. Okay, so debenture application and allotment account debit. What is the price that you know? That is 75 lakh 20,000, and they issue at a discount, so that is a loss. So loss on issue of debentures account. So there is a two side losses happen. I have already said, when they are doing the at a discount and when they are to redeem at a premium. So there is a two losses is here when we are actually issuing the debenture at a discount, that is 60 rupees is a discounted value. So there is a 8000 debenture is there. So 8000 multiplied by 60. So what is the amount? That amount will become and there is another loss they are making, that is 8,000 multiplied by 50, because they are redeemable at a 5% premium. Okay. So 1,000 10% is 100, 5% means 50. So that is 4 lakh and that is 4,80,000. So there is a total loss. So this loss, this 60 rupees loss as for discount, because there is a nominal value is 1,000 and we are discounting at a 6% discount we are giving at the time of issue of debenture. So 1,000 6% is 60 rupees. So there is a 4,80,000 loss we are making. But again we are redeem at a premium, that is 1,005 rupees. So this 5 rupees actually loss, because our actual nominal value is 1,000. So this 5% means 50 rupees. So here again there is a loss of 4 lakhs. So both the losses we have to record as a loss on issue of debenture, that is 8,80,000. 8,80,000. That is the total loss. Okay. Now come to the debenture, that is 9% debenture account. Here I am always saying you have to transfer the nominal value of the debenture, that is 80 lakh. That is 8,000 multiplied by 1,000. Now you have to make a account whenever you redeem at a premium, that is premium on redemption. So premium on redemption account we have to make as a liability for debentures. Premium on redemption of debenture account, that is already we know that is 4 lakh. That is 1,000 multiplied by 50. That is the premium. At a premium they are redeemed. Whenever they redeem the debenture after 3 years or 5 years, they will redeem at a premium, that is 1,005 rupees they will give to the, and this 5 rupees is also a loss. So we are creating this liability at the time of issuing the debentures, and we are also booking the loss at the time of issuing the debentures. So that's why this journal is come. Now come to the next, what is our main purpose, that is first September 13 they will give the interest. At that time what is actually happens, so interest is expenses for the company. So interest on debenture account should be debit. What will be the value? Now total value is 80 lakh. I am always said this is calculated, interest will be calculated upon the nominal value of the debenture, that is the 80 lakh rupees. 8,000 multiplied by 1,000, that is 80 lakh rupees. Upon 80 lakh you have to calculate 9%. Okay. Upon 80 lakh you have to calculate 9%, but you are paying actually half yearly, that is 6 by 12. What amount will become? That amount will be the 3,60,000. 3,60,000, and that will be debited as a interest, 3,60,000. Now what will be credited? Debenture holder, we are just making due to debenture holder. We are not paying the debenture holder, we are first due the amount and then we will pay. Now two debenture holder accounts will pay to the debenture holder, so they are the liability, debentures holder account. And another liability arise here, that is I am already discussed, that is TDS. Now TDS payable account. you have to make TDS payable account that you have to pay to the government. Now, I have said there is a TDS rate in this problem. Example is 10,000, 10%. So, what will be the, now 10% we have to deduct from this interest amount, that is 36,000, and if you deduct from 3,60,000, from 3,60,000 to 36,000, what amount actually you are paying to the debenture holder, that is 3,24,000. So, that is the way you have to make the journal. So, half yearly interest due on debenture and tax deducted at source. First you do the debentures, now you will pay to the debenture holders. So, interest is the expenses for the company, that is why they are making, that is debited. Now, debenture holder we are creating as a credit liability, we have to pay them, and we have to pay the government the tax amount, that is the 10% of the total interest amount, that is 36,000. So, if you deduct that from the total interest value to from total interest to tax amount, then whatever amount left, that will be payable, and that will actually pay to the debenture holder. Now, what is the payment entry? Now, look. Payment entry will be, first debenture holder will be debited. Now, debenture holder account debit, that is 3,24,000. Now, TDS payable you should be debited, because now you are paying the liability, so you are cancelling the liability. TDS payable account you are paying to the government, that is 36,000. To what from you actually paying? You are paying from your bank to bank account, that will be credited. How much amount? That is total amount you are paying from your bank, that is 3,60,000. Now, what will be the narration? Narration will be payment of interest and TDS amount, payment of interest to the debenture holder and TDS amount deposited in government account. Okay. Narration will be narration. If each and every journal entry you have to give the narration, otherwise there is a half marks will be deduct for each and every journal. So, always give the narration, always write the narration for each and every journal. So, that is also September 30 we have done, suppose. Now, next entry, the same entry you have to pass again, in which date? Because it is half yearly interest we are paying. So, March 31, the same entry you have to pay it in March 31, again March 31, just I am just changing the date, same entry you have to make. Okay. Now, lastly, what actually you have to do? Total interest amount. Total interest amount, that is 3 lakhs and 3 lakhs 60. Total 7 lakh 20 you have to transfer to the statement of profit and loss account, because this interest on debenture you have to as expenses you have to charge to the debit side of profit and loss account. Now, as of last, you just look 3,60,000 for half yearly interest, and again we have to make 3,60,000 to the debenture holder. So, total 3,60,000 as the expenses you have to charge. Though we are paying 3,24,000 to the debenture holder, but in profit and loss account we have to charge 3,60,000 as a interest, because that is the actually interest value. Rest of the amount is we deduct as a tax that will pay to the government, that is tax is not our expenses, tax is a tax. Okay. So, but still there is a expenses actually happens, so total amount will actually debited to the statement of profit and loss account. And which date we will do that? That is March 31. last day we are making statement of profit and loss and balance sheet always in the last day, you know, from the 11th class. So, statement as always write statement of profit and loss account, because we are doing the accounts of the company, not the proprietor. Profit and loss account, that will be debited. Total value is 3,60,000, that is half yearly interest, plus another half yearly interest is 3,60,000. Total interest will debited to the profit and loss account to interest on debenture account, to interest on debenture account. Okay, that is 7,20,000. Interest transferred to the statement of profit and loss account. Here you have to write the narration, interest transferred to the statement of profit and loss account. Now, Sauradeep, Sayan, have you understood the thing? Is there any problem? Now you can ask the question. This is the end of the interest on debenture. Next day we will discuss about another topic on debenture. Have you understood? This is not a very complex thing, this is very easy thing. Both are saying no problem, sir. Okay, okay, very good. Now this is the end of the class. You just continue your next classes. Thank you.